program is rated 16+ and contains material that may not be suitable for viewers under 16 years of age. For example, strong violence, mature themes, or complex moral issues. Parental discretion is advised for the following program.
The following program contains strong language and mature content. It is intended for viewers aged 15 and above. Viewer discretion is advised.
All rise. The Lawsonville Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Max Don Animations presiding.
You may be seated. So in Max Don Animations, it's currently on Saturday, August 23, 2025. Right now I am in Prime 3 Street, Lawsonville, Go Animate City. This court is convened for the matter of Go Animate City versus Dave Marquez. The accusations: repeated rants and slanderous defamations against Astro and Cap 2012.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today we deal with the reckless words of Dave Marquez. This man didn't teach us land. He attacked the very integrity of broadcast design. He labeled Gotham Fonts as freaking garbage. He called Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013 the stupidest fonts ever. And he degraded CH310 Astro G's and HD and CH311 Astro Boy Toy. Channels respected in millions of households! Exclamation point. Dave Marquez's words were unto just rants, they were a form of cultural sabotage. His outbursts caused chaos across Go Animate City, sparking drama, division, and public outrage.
Defendant Dave Marquez, you may respond.
Your Honor, jury members, I admit I ranted. I ranted hard. I said Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013 were garbage, because they are garbage. I called Gotham Fonts brain rot, because they are brain rot. CH310 and CH311. They're some of the worst freaking designs ever forced on our screens. And Astro shout out yang. Their end screens look like digital. Yes, I ranted. But I didn't rant out of hate. I ranted out of truth. Someone has to say it. Someone has to call out the trash Gotham Fonts, the intrusive copyrighted cops.
Order in the court. Prosecution, call your first witness.
The prosecution calls Max Dusk Animations to the stand.
Very well. The prosecution may present its first witness.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the prosecution calls Max Dusk Animations to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the laws of Lawsonville Court and Go Animate City?
I swear.
Mr. Max Dusk Animations, you were present online during the days when Dave Marquez released his rants on Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013, correct? Question mark.
Yes, I was. I saw the videos go up. They spread across the community really quickly.
What was your reaction to them? Question mark.
At first, I thought they were just typical Go Animate rants. But then, the language Dave used was harsher, more aggressive. He said things like the Gotham font is brain rot.
What happened after those rants circulated? Question mark.
They caused a freaking storm. People started fighting online about fonts, about Astro's branding. Some defended Dave, but others attacked him. Comment sections turned into war zones. Even Roblox groups like Glippy and Winterslaven chimed in, comparing RTB Padonna and Suk Mandara against Astro's stuff, all because of Dave's words.
Also, to be clear, Dave's words didn't just stay as opinions. They created drama, division, and chaos in Go Animate City's online spaces? Question mark.
Yes. His words ignited arguments that lasted weeks. People called each other names. They spammed about Gotham Fonts being trash. And honestly, it made things uglier than they ever.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, you may cross-examine.
Max Dusk, you said my words caused drama. That people fought. That the community split. But let me ask you this, was it my truths that caused the chaos or people's inability?
Dave, it was the way you said it. You didn't just critique Astro's fonts or end screens, you tore them down, called them garbage, brain rot, stupidest ever.
Because they are garbage. You know it, I know it. Gotham Fonts are intrusive trash. Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013. Freaking horrible design choices. Even you admitted once, in private chat, that RTB per down net countdowns looked cleaner than Astro shout out Yang's end screens.
Order, shut up Dave Marquez, because you hate the Astro and RTB.
So tell me, McStusk, are you here because you really believe my words were lies or because you're too scared to admit that I was right?
Objection, Your Honor. The defendant is badgering the witness!
Objection sustained. Mr. Marquez, restrain yourself.
No further questions except this. Sometimes the truth sounds harsh. But harsh truth is better than living in freaking lies.
Witness may step down. The jury will consider this testimony carefully. The prosecution may now call its next witness.
Your Honor, the prosecution calls FirstGalaxyAustralian 2K10 official to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the laws of Lawsonville Court and Guanamette City?
I do.
Mr. First Galaxy, and you are the Chief Executive Officer of FGA Group, correct?
Yes. I founded the group. I oversee its content and its presence across Guanamette City. I also serve on the executive office to ensure creative and professional standards.
And as CEO, you are aware of Dave Marquez's actions as rants against Astro and 2012, 2013, CH310, CH311, and the Astro Shine On Out Dying promos?
Yes. I wasn't just aware. I was there. I hosted those episodes. I watched him unleash those rants in front of a camera, in Lawsonville Prison Service. And it wasn't lighthearted.
Describe for the jury what you observed.
Dave's rants weren't simple critiques. They were venom. He didn't say, I don't like this font or the design could be better. He screamed that Gotham was freaking brain rot.
What impact did this have on your group and community?
It damaged our credibility. Viewers thought FGA Group endorsed those words just because they aired on our channel. Executive office members questioned my leadership.
So, Mr. First Galaxy, in your professional judgment, Dave Marquez's rants caused harm not only to the Astro image, but to the FGA Group itself?
Yes. They heard Astro. They heard FGA. And they split our audience. It's one thing to criticize. It's another to scorch the earth with every word.
And no further questions, Your Honor.
So, the great CEO. The host. The man who claims I dragged FGA through the mud. Tell me something, FirstGalaxy. Did you or did you not air my rants willingly?
I aired them because I trusted you, Dave. I thought you'd critique responsibly. I never expected you'd go nuclear on Astro's entire brand.
You trusted me. And why? Because you knew I spoke what people were already thinking. People were tired of Gotham. They were tired of lazy cops. They were tired of Astro.
Yes, you had an audience. Yes, people listened. But how you said it matters. A CEO doesn't scream in board meetings. A leader doesn't curse his audience. You weren't helping.
Or maybe I was tearing down rotten bridges that needed burning. Tell me, FirstGalaxy, how many people complained about Gotham before me? How many said Astro and Carp 2012 was trash? And one last thing, if my words were so damaging, why did you wait until now, in this courtroom, to condemn me? Why didn't you stop me when I ranted right in front of you?
Because deep down, part of me agreed with you. But agreement doesn't excuse destruction, Dave. And destruction is what you left behind.
Witness may step down. The jury will consider this testimony. This court will proceed to the next stage of evidence. Order. A broken bar order in this court. Due to the high intensity of this trial, and the weight of witness testimonies, this court will recess briefly before we continue into Session 2. We will reconvene shortly with Session 2 of the trial. At that time, evidence will be presented and reviewed before this jury. Until then, this court is in recess. This court is now back in session. Trial Session 1 is concluded. We will now proceed into Trial Session 2, where evidence will be formally presented to the jury.
Freaking right. Enough talking, now the jury will see the proof of how Dave Marquez went too far. This is where the drama gets real.
Very well. Prosecution, you may begin presenting your exhibits. Session 2 of this trial is now underway. Court will now hear from the third and final witness. Prosecutor, call your witness.
The prosecution called James Wanderm, 13, Chief Strategy Officer of FGA Group, member of the Executive Office, and co-host of the broadcast in question.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the laws of Lawsonville Court and Guanamette City?
I do.
Mr. James, you are the Chief Strategy Officer at FGA Group, correct? Question mark.
Yes. I design long-term strategies for our content, partnerships, and public perception. And as co-host, I stood beside FirstGalaxyAustralian 2K10 during those broadcasts.
Then you saw firsthand the rants delivered by Dave Marquez? Question mark.
Every single word. I was right there when he tore into Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013, when he called Gotham freaking brain rot, when he raged at Astro Xiao Yang's in screen.
Explain to this court what effect Dave's behavior had on you personally and on FGA strategy.
It derailed everything. My job is to build growth strategies, partnerships, trust. But after Dave's tirades, sponsors pulled back. Viewers sent hate mail. RTB partners questioned.
Also, in your professional judgment, Mr. James Davis rants were untrue just opinions. They were reckless, harmful acts that jeopardized FGA's reputation and the executive office.
Yes. One man's obsession nearly drowned years of work. That's not critique. That's sabotage.
No further questions.
Defense, you may proceed.
James, my co-host. My so-called partner. Tell me, who stood beside me when I ranted? Who nodded? Who didn't cut the camera? Who let the words out episode after episode?
I didn't endorse it, Dave. I was stuck. If I shut you down live, it would have imploded even faster.
Stuck? Or complicit? You say you were hostage, but you smiled on camera, James. You laughed. You let it air. Don't you dare sit here and dump all the blame on me. You wanted to survive? Then why didn't you stop me off camera? Why didn't you, the mighty Chief Strategy Officer, pull the plug? Was it strategy, James, or was it cowardice?
That's enough.
Order in the court. Order.
You call it sabotage. I call it truth. But maybe the real sabotage was you, sitting back, letting it happen, then stabbing me here in court.
Enough. This cross-examination is concluded. Witness may step down. We have reached the end of trial session 2. The arguments have been heard. The evidence has been presented. Now we move toward the pre-verdict stage.
From the testimonies and the endless ranting clips, it's clear as day. The defendant's obsession with Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013, Astro Xiao Yang promos, and channels 310 and 311.
I agree. The defendant's words weren't criticism. They were reckless, intrusive, and harmful. The Gotham font may be awful, but his reaction? It was worse. Based on everything.
Dave, I wanted to defend you. I really did. But after all this, after seeing how far you went, I think you're guilty.
No. You don't understand. Those fonts, those freaking promos, they're brain rot. I had to rant. I had to.
Save it, Marquez. You freaking dug your own grave. The jury already leaning against you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes trial session 2. We've heard the witnesses, we've weighed the testimonies, and we've seen the evidence of the defendant's actions.
Yeah, and session 2 is over. Dave, you are a freaking toast when session 3 begins.
The court is adjourned until 5 p.m., when we will reconvene for trial session 3, the final verdict. Until then, all parties are dismissed.
Guilty. At 5 o'clock, I'll prove I'm right. Gotham font is the worst freaking garbage ever.
Court is now back in session for trial session 3, the final verdict. All rise, we have reached the final session. Over the past proceedings, this court has heard evidence of the defendant's continuous rants against Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013.
Your Honor, the defendant has shown no remorse. Instead, he just doubled down, calling the Gotham font freaking garbage, brain rot, and worse, his behavior proves.
Because it is garbage. The Gotham font ruined everything. Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013, CH310, CH311, they're the stupidest designs ever. If telling the truth makes me guilty.
He's not helping himself. D's making it worse.
Jury, you have deliberated, you have witnessed the testimonies. Now, Before this court proceeds to sentence, I ask you, is the defendant, Dave Marquez, guilty or not guilty?
On the charge of ranting, disruption, and causing excessive drama over Astro and Cap's 2012 and 2013, Astro Xiaotai Yang screens, CH310 and CH311 designs. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
Then it is decided. This court finds the defendant guilty. The sentencing will now proceed in broken bar. The jury has reached its decision. The defendant, Dave Marquez, is hereby found guilty of instigating public disruption and hostile rants targeting Astro and Cap 2012-2013. After careful consideration of all testimonies, and weighing the gravity of the defendant's actions, this court sentences Dave Marquez to 35 years in Lawsonville State Prison. Defendant Dave Marquez, you have been found guilty of public disruption, digital sabotage, and reckless ranting targeting Astro and Cap 2012-2013, Astro Xiaotai Yang screen.
35 years. 42 bad fonts. For pointing out garbage design. This is ridiculous. This is freaking brain rot.
Order, defendant. You exploited digital platforms, disrupted communities, and went beyond mere critique. You alone are responsible for this cut. Justice is served not.
Defendant Dave Marquez, you are sentenced to 35 years for your actions as a design abuser, font hater, and instigator of digital turmoil. Court is adjourned.
This isn't over. Gotham font still freaking sucks. Astro and Caps are garbage. You can't silence the truth.
Having delivered the verdict and passed sentence, this court is now adjourned. Trial session 3 is officially concluded.
35 years. It's over. The trial is done, but the repercussions of these actions will be felt for a long time.
Yes. The court has spoken. Justice, in this case, has been served, but the drama surrounding Gotham font and Astro and Caps will echo in our memories.
This court is now dismissed.
And that wraps up First Galaxy Australian activities. What a journey it's been. Drama, rants, and courtroom showdowns. Thank you all for sticking with us through.
Yes, it's been a roller coaster. From the chaos of Astro and Cap 2012 and 2013 to the courtroom verdict and sentencing of Dave Marquez. We've seen it all.
That's right. We hope you have a great week and a wonderful weekend. Relax, enjoy, and get ready for the next chapter of our stories.
And don't forget, we'll see you next Thursday for First Galaxy Australian Friends, premiering at 10:30 p.m. You won't want to miss it.